Hello my beautiful ninjas, thank you so much for tuning me back into another video. I hope you guys are all having an awesome day. So of course, as you guys can tell by the title, I am going to be sharing with you guys my best kept secrets, in the sense of just sharing with you guys products that I cannot live without, period. Okay, so of course I want to go ahead and just jump right into it. Some of these products are going to be just basically what I use to just kind of like relax, what I use to center myself, what I use to create just positive energy in my home, just things like that. So of course with these products, I'm not going to be showing makeup or anything like that, any beauty products, because I can live without all of them. The beauty products and stuff like that is not something that I feel like I can't live without. Obviously, if you guys are new to my channel, welcome. I hope you guys are enjoying it so far. Make sure that you go ahead and click that subscribe button and click that bell so you're notified every time I upload new videos. But if you're already one of my ninjas, hey girl, I am going to be having another giveaway pretty soon, so definitely make sure that you guys stay tuned for that as well. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into pretty much the items that I cannot live without. I only have one kind of like food item, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get that out of the way, and I feel like you guys should know what it is, and it's basically tea. So I'm not saying that, I'm hoping that my lighting is okay to where you guys can see this, but I'm not saying that this particular tea in general, although I do love this tea, this is one of my favorite teas right now, but just tea in general. I honestly, I don't know. I've always been kind of like on and off drinking tea, but I think that the biggest thing is I always drink a lot of like Starbucks coffee drinks, or just coffee in general, but coffee makes me go. I don't know if it's supposed to, but it just kind of like flushes out my system, and it just kind of like keeps you just more hyperactive than you really need to be, and then you get a crash later on in the afternoon, and I'm over that. Okay, so not saying that I will never drink coffee, but when I drink coffee now, it's very sparingly that I drink coffee, but for the most part on an everyday basis, tea is definitely the way to go for me. I absolutely love drinking tea. It's one of those things that just helps to kind of like soothe me, and just kind of helps to calm me a little bit. It just tastes very good and just kind of give me a little bit of energy as well, especially this one. This is the peppermint tea. This definitely, it doesn't have caffeine in it, but I feel like the peppermint is just something that naturally just kind of like lifts your mood, I guess you can say. So it definitely kind of acts as coffee for me, and if I really want something that's gonna like really just give me that energy that I'm looking for, I'll basically just put 2 tea bags in my cup, and this is the tea that I would go for. So tea is definitely one of those things that I cannot live without. I can live without coffee, but tea is one of those things that I really have fallen in love with drinking tea. So that's going to be the first item that I wanted to mention to you guys. Alrighty, so going ahead and jumping into the second thing that I feel like I definitely cannot live without, and that's going to be pretty much my essential oil diffuser, as well as my essential oils. You guys, I don't know what I was doing before with my life. Okay, I was stressed before with my life, before I got into essential oils and the diffusers. I don't even know what made me get into it and what made me purchase one, but I am so grateful that I have one, because it's incredible. If you're someone, well, not even if you're dealing with anxiety, but I feel like just in general, whether it's stress, anxiety, depression, whatever it is, or if you want to just create a nice kind of like ambiance in your space, whatever it is, an essential oil diffuser is incredible. So this is the first one that I actually bought. I bought this from Target, and I showed this to you guys in a haul a while ago, but I do have a new one that I have in the bedroom, and then this one is the one that's in the living room now. But the one that I bought for my bedroom, it actually came with this, and I forgot to show this to you guys before. So it actually came with I think 16 essential oils. And y'all, this pack, even though the box is closed, the pack, like, you can smell the essential oils through it, and it smells amazing. So this is basically what it looks like inside. So it has these little booklets where it actually tells you different combinations that you can do with your essential oils, which I think is really helpful. So that's going to be that. And then these are basically what the essential oils look like. I just love how organized this looks, and this smells incredible, you guys. Like, it smells so good as I'm holding it close to my face. but this is what it looks like. And this is obviously not a sponsored anything, but I just really wanted to show you guys, if you guys are interested in getting into essential oils, I think this one, the brand that I purchased from, would be a really, really great one to start off with, just because they give you so many essential oils to choose from and to use. And they give you a booklet that allows you to know what type of combinations that you can use as well. And what I like about these little combinations, the little book that it comes with, is that it basically breaks down the essential oils here, what it's good for, what it's known for, how it helps. And then there's also little combinations that they give you as well. You guys probably can't even see it, but it shows you, like, for your home, if you want to do something like an all-purpose cleaner, if you want to do like a glass and mirror cleanser, a bathroom scent refresher. So like it gives you different combinations that you can create, and I think that this booklet is really, really helpful. So I definitely would recommend this brand 100%. Like I mentioned, I'll leave the link down below if you guys are interested in purchasing it. But I absolutely love, love, love my essential oil diffuser, you guys, especially for my anxiety. This has definitely been the biggest thing that has helped with my anxiety 100%. It just helps to calm me. It helps to soothe me. It helps to kind of relax my mind. It helps me to just kind of like breathe in and breathe out and just feel more present in my body. And this is perfect to use as well if you are meditating, if you're doing yoga, if you're in prayer, whatever the case may be. These are really, really perfect and just easy to use all the time. So I recommend an essential oil diffuser 100,000%, you guys. I absolutely love these. All right, so the next thing that I want to go ahead and mention to you guys that I absolutely love and cannot live without are going to be pretty much these right here. And I just kind of put them all in the same category because I guess their purpose is pretty much to do the same things or similar things. So the first thing that I have here is basically a sage stick. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this out and show it to you guys. So this is basically just a sage stick. This is perfect if you need to cleanse your space just of any negative energy, any negative forces, any negative spirits, like if you feel and sense that your space has some type of negative, like just depressing type of spirit in it, this is perfect for you to burn. I typically burn the sage stick once I'm doing like a deep cleanse, because they do also, sage does come in incense form as well, which I love incense, and it's one of the products that I want to go ahead and mention to you guys. But I usually, if I'm doing something like a little bit lighter, if I sense that there's a little bit of an evil or negative type of forces in my space, I'll burn the incense. But when I do like a deep cleanse, like a deep clean, where I give away things, throw away things, reorganize all of that, that's when I will typically use this sage stick. So sage is really perfect if you need to, like I mentioned, cleanse your space, and it's definitely something that I cannot live without, just because, and I feel like a lot of people don't talk about this, but I feel like I think a lot of people do use sage to kind of cleanse their space, but I feel like people don't really talk about just the fact that there are negative and evil forces that are at play, and evil spirits can attach to certain, areas of your home or whatever the case may be, and that definitely can influence you. So sage is a really great way for you to kind of cleanse your area. So that's going to be the first thing. And then of course the next thing that I want to mention to you guys are going to be incense. So I have 3 here. This is lemongrass. This one is called Power, and then this one is called Unlock. So of course there's different incense that you can purchase. You can get this at like your local crystal shop or something like that. That's where I basically got these. I had the sandalwood, but I ran out of that, so I have to go back and get some more as well. But my favorite incense is definitely the lemongrass incense. But the biggest thing that I wanted to mention, and why I mentioned these in the same category, is because they're pretty much there to do the same thing, just to cleanse your space, cleanse the energy in your space, and to really just kind of like force out any negative or evil forces that may be in your space, and just to kind of draw in more positive energy and vibes into your space as well. So incense is definitely a great way to do that. The good thing about incense as well is the fact that you can burn them daily. So I burn my incense daily a couple of times a day. I'll basically just go around my house and just put an incense stick and just light them all at the same time, and it just definitely helps to bring back more like positive energy and positive vibes in your space for sure. So incense are definitely things that I cannot live without. I burn these all the time, you guys. And then of course the last thing that I want to mention to you guys is going to be this right here. And this is basically called Palo Santo wood. Again, it's all in the same family. Palo Santo wood is considered to be more of like a holy wood. It's also there to kind of cleanse out your space. But for me, the way that I use it is more to just kind of like create and bring back more energy, more positive energy in my space, and to just kind of like call out my intentions. So I typically burn my Palo Santo wood one time in the morning, sometimes throughout the day as well, but a lot of times in the morning, I'll basically burn it and just say my thank yous, do my prayers, and then of course put out my intentions for the day, and then of course at nighttime as well. So this definitely helps to calm me down like nothing else. I absolutely love this Palo Santo wood. It smells really nice. I don't even know how to describe the scent of it, but it just helps to clear my thoughts and just clear my mind. And I usually burn this in the morning and just kind of like speak over my day as far as what I want for the day as well. And I just love it. It's considered a holy wood, and I absolutely love this Palo Santo wood. So that's gonna be that. So the next thing that I want to show you guys are going to be pretty much my crystals. So of course with crystals, they come in different forms, different shapes. So this is my clear quartz and this is my rose quartz crystal. And then of course they do come in jewelry and accessories as well. This ring is actually a crystal ring. So this is hematite. It's supposed to just kind of draw out any negative energy. And so basically my crystals are definitely going to be another thing that I cannot live without, simply because I feel like now that I'm working with crystals, and I think it's so tough because I've just recently gotten into crystals, simply because, like I mentioned to you guys, I'm Haitian, and in the Haitian culture, when you're growing up, if you don't have parents that talk to you about these different things, I feel like you automatically draw away from it because you become afraid of it, because there's so much talk about voodoo and things like that in Haiti. So for a long time, I just never really thought about looking into crystals. I honestly just associated that with voodoo. But I feel like there's everything in this world. If it's put in the wrong hands, it can be used for negativity. It can be used for something other than goodness, you know? It doesn't matter. It just depends on whose hands that it's put in. And I feel like now that I'm recognizing that, the older that I get, the more that I'm just kind of like, I mean, there are certain things that I'm just not going to play with, like a Ouija board and stuff like that. I ain't playing those games. But I feel like with crystals, it's just basically just holds your energy. It just holds, you give it an intention, you give it an energy, and it just helps to kind of be a reminder to you throughout the day. And it just helps to kind of like calm you and soothe you as well. I absolutely love my crystals. The one thing that I would say is that if you are thinking about getting into crystals, don't go too crazy. I feel like I kind of went crazy because I have a little bit of like an obsessive nature. And so when I start to look into something, I just go crazy, and I went to the store and I just like went ham, okay? But at the same time, I'm actually grateful because it's teaching me a lot more about crystals, and it's just teaching me of how to use it, how to cleanse it, how to just kind of like share your intentions with it, how to just kind of basically use it for the most part, how to meditate with it. I'm learning a lot more about that as well, and I'm just grateful because I feel like it's another tool that I can use in my spiritual practice, just to help to strengthen my inner being and my inner essence, and to tap into that easily. And of course with these crystals, these are kind of like reminders to me as well, because I've set an intention with each of them. It's kind of like a reminder to me when I am slacking off to just get back on it, pretty much. So I absolutely love my crystals. You can get them in jewelry form if you want, starting out. If you don't actually want the actual crystals itself, you can get them in jewelry form as well. And I absolutely love them in jewelry form as well. So that's gonna be that. So that's gonna be my crystals. The next thing that I wanted to mention is kind of similar to crystals. Well, not really similar, but this is basically my Himalayan salt crystal lamp. Hopefully you guys can see that. I mentioned this to you guys in the video where I shared with you guys what I got for Christmas, I believe. So this is basically the Himalayan salt crystal lamp. Y'all, I don't know where I've been. I don't know what rock I've been living under, but this is incredible. I don't know why lipstick keep getting on teeth. I'm really hoping that I don't have lipstick in my teeth throughout this whole video, but if I do, it is what it is, because this video is still going up, okay? So this is bomb. Like, this is amazing. I absolutely love this. I only use this at nighttime. I don't usually turn this on throughout the day, but this is another thing that's supposed to kind of like draw out any negative energy, any negative forces, any negative anything. It's supposed to kind of like draw that out. So it's supposed to just help to kind of cleanse your space as well, cleanse your area, just so you can feel less clutter and less like clutter in your mind and clutter in your space, of course. So I absolutely love this. I only use this at nighttime, but I feel like since I've started to use this, I definitely sense and feel the difference in my space when I have it on. It just removes any negative energy, any negative ions, any negative toxins in your space, in your air. And it's just absolutely amazing. So I would definitely recommend one of these Himalayan salt crystal lamps because they're absolutely amazing. And you can get them anywhere. I've seen them at like TJ Maxx, Ross. I've seen them in so many different places, and they're very inexpensive as well. So I would definitely recommend one of those. The Bible is definitely something that I cannot live without. You guys know that I've started to reread my Bible, but I was raised in the church. If you guys did not hear or watch the video when I shared with you guys kind of like my upbringing and things like that, and just kind of like my journey with God, I'll make sure to leave the link up here. I think it's on this side, up here for you guys, so you guys can check that video out. But yeah, my Bible is definitely something that I cannot live without. The Bible for me is definitely the way that I get my instructions, my guidance, and just to make sure that I'm always in alignment with my purpose and in alignment with the will of God for my life. So it's everything to me. Honestly, it really is everything to me. So that's going to be pretty much the best thing for last. So that's going to be the last item that I wanted to go ahead and mention to you guys, as far as my best kept secrets, as far as how I operate in my life, how I am able to stay in alignment, how I am able to stay clear-minded, how I'm able to just kind of like stay determined as far as what my path is. Obviously, I stumble, I'm human, but at the same time, I feel like these things definitely help me throughout my days, throughout my weeks, just throughout my life in general, just to help to strengthen the inner essence of my being. So that's going to be pretty much the last thing that I wanted to mention to you guys. I will make sure to leave links to everything that I can find down below in case you guys are interested in purchasing any of these. I would definitely say to look into some of these, honestly, whether you are dealing with anxiety, depression, stress, whatever the case may be. A lot of these products that I mentioned to you guys will help you. And of course, with anything like I've mentioned, you have to realize that it's a part of a journey, it's a part of a practice. So none of these are you're not gonna use it one time and be like, okay, yeah, it's amazing, it's a life-changing thing. It has to be a part of your spiritual practice. It has to be a part of just kind of like a practice that you're creating in your life. So you have to use it more than once for you to see a difference. So just keep that in mind as well. So that's gonna be pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for tuning back into another video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. And obviously make sure that you guys smash that subscribe button so you can become one of my ninjas, because I am going to be having a giveaway soon. So I'm probably gonna announce the giveaway in my next video, so definitely make sure that you guys turn on your post notifications so you're notified when that video goes up. So that's going to be it. Of course, it's another video, so I want to share with you guys what I'm currently grateful for. In this moment, I'm grateful for many things, but I think that in this moment my perspective is definitely changing on a lot of different things. Like, I feel like we look so much outside of ourselves that we kind of like discount what we already have. Like, we diminish what we already have because we're looking so much, like we're looking elsewhere, we're looking on social media, we're looking at what's happening in our friends' lives and things like that. And I feel like it creates insecurities in us, it creates jealousy in us, and I feel like that's something that I kind of struggled with since I was little, simply because I feel like I've always been an introvert, and so I've always kind of looked at how things were happening for other people and how other people were appreciated, I guess you can say, and always feeling like, oh, that's not me, you know what I mean? So I feel like now I'm changing that perspective, I'm changing that narrative, and not feeling the need to compare myself to anybody else and anyone else's journey. If anything, I'm going to be on this side celebrating and rooting for you, in hopes that you are in alignment with God's will for your life. So that's definitely what I'm grateful for, just a shift in perspective. Definitely let me know down below what you guys are currently grateful for yourselves. And that's going to be it. Be safe, stay blessed, and remember to always treat yourself. Peace out.